Hello and welcome to the CMT Trade Fair in Stuttgart. This is Dreamer's Family Van Select. This is in its 2020 version. This van is, as you can see, it's got a higher roof than you'd normally get in most Fiat Ducato conversions. This thing here is going to cost 58,830, starts off 52,300. So we've got these extras which have been added up to it, including navigation system, GPS, reversing camera, radio, and that's 1,690 euros. Okay, and they've got an engine upgrade as well, so that's 1,490. So they're the two things above all that's cost most money. Oh, and the paint, look at metallic paintwork with aluminium grey, 1,390. So you could perhaps get one without any paintwork and it wouldn't cost anything, so a bare metal. Anyway, that apart, I don't think that's an option actually. I just said that as a bit of a joke. Now this is called Family Van Select, and I think it's a bit of a misunderstanding doing things for families, but I'm going to talk about that as I come into the van and do things in here. And the reason I think it's a bit of a mistake is because families, as a rule, don't tend to have the money to be able to afford things. If you're a couple, you've both got, you could be a young couple, say 30 years old, the 2 years together on a reasonable income, then yes, you can afford to buy a camper van. But if you've got kids, I believe that, I haven't got any myself, but I do believe they're somewhat expensive. If I'm wrong on that one, do let me know. But if you only have one income and kids, then it does tend to be a bit more costly. I believe the use of the word family is not so much talking about your own kids, but your kids' kids. So I think what they're thinking for here is for the grandparents who thought that they didn't look after their kids when they had their own properly, didn't do anything with them because they were too busy on their own careers. So now they want to make up for it and take their own grandchildren out on exciting adventures in the camper van. That's my way of looking at it. Anyway, so it's not just my way of looking, not my opinion as such, that's my observation from 8 years living on the road. In fact, it'll be 9 years before long. It's 9 years ago this month I bought my first camper van. Right, so there you have a bit. Now one thing you'll notice here is there's, for a van of this size, we've got a very large washroom. We've got a large amount of storage there for shirts and things. Oh, I'll show you this as well. So this is it's a drawer. You've probably heard of a drawer before. I'll open this one as well. So it's got walls coming to the side, that's good. But it's also got central locking for the drawer. So you turn this thing around like that. Right. And you can't open it. That's useful. I often drive off without closing that. Oh, well, mine, you've got to do it all individually because there's no central locking. Rapido does. There's a couple of other companies have put something like that in now, but Rapido was the first that I recall. I'm not suggesting it was the first, it's the first one that I noticed what was doing it. Right, now what I'm going to now just talk about is the pièce de résistance, the thing which is particularly clever. You've got this large table, large lounge, and in a comparatively cheap camper van. Note the use of the word comparatively. That means it's compared to other camper vans. And I know that finding 58,000 or nearly 60,000, let's say, euros is a lot of money. But others cost a lot more. So you've got that lounge, you've got the bed up here. Now I can't make the bed come down because it's a camper van fair and they don't permit that. But this thing here will come down, and it will come down to, I'm looking at where it comes down to now. It comes down to here, I think it's here. I see the struts up there, Now that'll give you plenty of room when you're in bed, but if that's where the roof is, you're going to be really crouched around the table. Maybe the kids can get around the table, but the adults be in a little bit of discomfort as they do so. I'll show you a couple of other features here. Oh, here's the competition. What do you think this is? Right, so that's the competition. Write down your answers below. Although if you want to know the answer, you might want to stick around a bit longer in the film and I'll tell you what it is. Television up there, so you can sit in these rather comfortable seats and do so. You can have a look here, a bit of the engine, the where you drive from. I'm not going to show the engine. A Fiat Ducato 6-speed. Although personally I prefer manual gearboxes, I'm in a very small minority, although the van manufacturers continue to produce manual gearboxes, or vans with manual gearboxes. Don't quite follow that, unless it's because it's, I don't know, I was thinking older people, but then again, it depends where you are actually, and which country. There's still older people don't want, in some countries, automatic. Although of course automatic is much easier to drive, but I like to think that I am driving the van and the van's not driving me. Okay, let's have a look at a couple of other features here. One of which is, well, I forgot about, there's a step down there. Okay, that's where you control the step to get in and out of the van. That goes in and out. You've got an extension to the kitchen down here, and this thing here comes out as well, but in this case, yeah, sorry, like that, so you can stick some bottles or something in there. I'm not too certain what you're supposed to do with this. I suppose you can stick a pair of gloves or something in there. Another feature that all vans have these days is this utterly essential, a insect screen. Right, I forgot again about this step. I do like a flat floor in a van, but at this price level you can't expect a flat floor. Okay, right, so here's the competition. What's this used for? It's this. It's your gas. Okay, I'm gonna walk into a couple of other vans. I'll show you here now. And this is the D42 van. Looks like a motorhome. Rapido's also got one under their own brand, because the Dreamer is a brand of Rapido, which also has a motorhome-like setup. Again, I mean, at this price level, it's I suppose reasonable. Right, because of that racket there, I'm assuming that's pop music. I'm going to have to put music over the top. So the music in the background's gone off, so I can start actually talking again. In fact, what I think we'll do is we'll have a look here around the Rapido stand, but I'll take it on a short walk around some of the other stands as well, so we can see a bit more, or you can see a bit more. I've seen it before myself. What's unusual here in this van is this one here that comes out like that. That's the you get your shower in there, you see, and you got here that touches that like that, and you've got your wardrobe in there. I think this is a really good idea, actually. I like this one. People have said in the past on other vehicles that it's going to be damp in the shower. And therefore, I am hoping that, I mean, I don't know, I'm hoping that this is completely waterproof. So how do they manage to get the damp proof? Well, I don't really know, to be quite honest. Unless you could put one of these vaporizer things in there, I suppose. Oh, and show the toilet as well. This is a bit odd, low, unwieldy. I like sliding doors, but this type of door, I think I can see this getting broken within no time at all. So there's your toilet. Get a good view from up here. It's a CMT theme song. Well, let it play. I like this one. I thought they might have used that one just for last year, but I really like that song. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll have a quick walk around some of the other stands, see some of the other vans. So we've got Knaus here. Won't look inside, I'll just take you for a quick walk around the entire hall, or rather parts of the hall. Weinsberg is a brand of Knaus. Weinsberg is, I think, the oldest company in the world in this branch. Obviously, like many other companies, started off doing something else. In this case, it was the carriages for horse-drawn vehicles. This company, Tourne, again, it's a Slovenian company, but it exports mainly to Norway. In Scandinavia, I just heard the excise duty in Sweden, and it's an excise duty, and also, as there is in Norway, but then there's also a you got to pay each year. I've forgotten how much it was, but it seems quite a lot on the road tax, or whatever they call it in Sweden, for owning a motorhome. This is Vantura from Koblenz. They've got one or two interesting ideas that actually gives more room within the van by using things such as diesel heating and moving a lot of their technical infrastructure down. If you're using diesel heating, then you don't need such large gas cabinets, for example. Okay, here, so there's a mistake there. All road, it says there. The German word Allrad. Allrad, every rad is a wheel, right? But it sounds like road, and so they made the mistake on that one. You know, so I've got a degree in technical translation. I studied linguistics and technical translation at university. So you get these things called false friends, and that's how that ended up being like that. Okay, look at this. Two-person van. Stick the table there. And when you bed up, you've got all this space in there, although I'm not really supposed to be showing you inside, I'm supposed to be showing you the whole. But then again, I get the opportunity, and I like to use it. Right, so people have sales meetings, because today it's a Sunday, and they come to this event, and then they make people see the vans. They see the vans, they talk about them, they buy it the last day of the event. So right, so if you see anything you like, do write it down below, and we can, I can show it to you in more detail. I just saw something I rather fancy myself, but she's married, so there's nothing much I can do about it. obviously the public have got in. That means it's now 10 o'clock and it's time for me to end this tour. But there's a tour around the camper van hall of at CMT Stuttgart 2020. I want to finish off with the van I started off with, which I think was this one, wasn't it? You know what, I can't remember now. It was 21 minutes ago. Thanks very much for watching. If you get any benefit, please do consider giving support on Patreon, and do subscribe. I hope you are subscribed. Thank you very much.